Hello, Hopper class, and welcome to your maths lesson today. I hope that you have had a wonderful morning. So let's get started with maths today. So here we have your starter. So I'd like you to pause the video, and we have our magic number is 14. So I want you to show me using tens frames how to write the number 14. Can you write the number 14? Can you do your part whole model 14? Can you use tens and ones to do 14? And can you fill in a number line for 14? So pause the video, and once you've answered all of that, then you can hit play and I will give you the answers. Okay? So here are the answers. So we have tens frame, we have 10 plus 4. We have the word 14. We have F-O-U-R, and then we have teen, 14. Remember that teen sound? I've got my whole as 14, and I've split it into 10 and 4. You could have done 7 and 7. You could have done lots of different number sentences to make 14. I've got my tens and 1. So I've got one group of 10 and 4 ones. And then I've added the numbers to my number line, and I've got the number 14. Well done. Okay, so our learning objective today is, can I add by making 10? Now, you're all very good at adding and adding up to 10, but today we're going to think about adding the numbers to make 10 first, to make 10 and then add something else onto it, because adding to 10 is, adding numbers to 10 is easier. So let's have a look. So here I have 10 plus 5. So here I have my tens frame, and then I have 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I was to add this 10 plus 5, I'd put 10 in my head and add 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I know 10 plus 5 equals 15. What about if I had this question instead? 9 plus 6. Now, it's trickier to add to 9 and 6. Those are two numbers. It's easier to add if we have a base of 10. So what I'm going to do is I've split them up here. I've got 9 in this tens frame and 6 in this tens frame. So I'm going to take one of my counters from this tens frame and I'm going to move it over here. So now I have 10. And then over here, I don't have 6 anymore. I've got 1 less because I've taken 1 away. I now have 5. And if you look, these two pictures are the same. So if 10 plus 5 is 15, then 9 plus 6 also equals 15. So we're going to do a few more examples, okay? So here I have 10 plus 2. So I have my 10 frame full of 10, and then I have 2 extra. So I can put 10 in my head, 11, 12. Or if I know 10 and 2 is 12. So it's easier to add that way. So let's look at the question that I've got underneath. So now I have 9 plus 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my numbers out, 9 and 3. I'm going to take one of my counters from the 3 and I'm going to bring it over here. So I'm adding it to the 9. So now I have 10. And how many do I have over here? 2. So I've taken 1 away from my 3 and I've added it to the 9. So now I have 10 and 2. And that's the same as up here. So if 10 plus 2 equals 12, then 9 plus 3 also equals 12. So you remember when we were in school and we've got all our counters, it doesn't matter if we have 14. I could have 10 and 4. I could have 7 and 7. I could have 1 and 13. But when I put it all together, it's still going to equal 14. And that's the same as here. If I take all these counters and put them all together, it's still going to make 12. Even if I put one over here, that still makes 12. It's just showing you if I'm able to take 1 away from that 3, okay, make it into the 10, and then it's easier if we have a base of 10 to count from. So let's do another one. So how could we change 9 plus 4 to make it easier? So I've got my 9 and my 4. I'm going to take one of my counters and move it over here. So now I have made a base of 10. And how many do I have left over here? 3. So if I look, I've now done 10 plus 3. So here I've got my one group of 10, and I have 3 counters. So what is 10 plus 3? 10, 11, 12, 13. So if 10 plus 3 is 13, then 9 plus 4 equals 13. Okay, let's do another one. How could we change 9 plus 7 to make it easier for us? So let's have a look. I've got my 9 and my 7. So I am going to think, oh, 9 is very close to 10. I'm going to take one of my counters and move it over here. So now it has got 10 in my 10 frame. And now I can go, oh, 10 and 6. That's easier for me to do. 10 plus 6, I know 10 plus 6 is 16. So I know that 10 plus 6 is 16. I've got one group of 10, and then I've got 6 ones. So that then makes 16. So if 10 plus 6 equals 16, and I have the same amount of counters up here, then 9 plus 7 equals 16. So what you're doing is you're looking at your two numbers and you're thinking, oh, which number is closest to 10? Well, 9 is only 1 away. So I'm going to take 1 away from the 7 to make 10, and then I've got 6. So let's have a look at what I would like you to do. So I'm going to give you a question. So I have given you number 1 is 9 plus 5 equals. So what I want you to do is write out the number sentence that has a base of 10, which makes it easier. So if you need to draw a picture, or you can use your whiteboard. So if I was to look, I would have my tens frame. So I could have my tens frame, okay? And I'm going to use 2 10 frames because I know that I'm getting more than 10. Okay, so 9 plus 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 9 plus 5. So I need to make it into a 10. So I'm going to take 1 from here, and I'm going to put it up here. Do I have 10? I do. I now have 10. And how many do I have down here? I now have 4. So then it would equal 10 plus 4 is 14. So in your paper, I would like you to write this question to show me that you can change it into 10 correctly, and also write the original number sentence with the answer. So you should have 2 number sentences written, okay? So now, when you've done all of that, you can try a challenge. Now, this is pretty tricky, so well done if you give it a try. What you need to do is you need to just draw this picture. It says, write the numbers 1 to 5 in the squares so that each row and each column adds up to the same number, called the magic number. So what is the magic number? So you can only use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you can only use them once. Let me show you. I have 5 boxes, so I need to put in the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go 1, let's see, 2, and I'm going to put a 4 here, and I'll put a 5 here. What number am I missing? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now in order for this to be a magic, it has to be adding. So let's check. Get my highlighter. So it says each row. So let's look at my row. I've got 5 plus 2 plus 3. So 5 in my head, add 2, 6, 7, add 3, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so that row equals to 10. Now it says the column also has to equal the same number. So that means my column, this column has to equal to 10 as well. So let's do it. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 is 7. Oh. oh, that only equals to 7. So that means that I have my numbers in the wrong spot. So what I need to do then, I need to think about it. My rubber. So I need to rub them all out. No, that didn't work. Let me try again. Let's see. Maybe if I put a 1 in the middle, and then let's see if I put a 2 here and a 4 here. Let's see, 5 and a 3. Have I used all the numbers? Yeah. So what you need to keep doing is keep going, and you need to add them together. So let's check. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. And then 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 4 is 7. Oh, that's only 9 and 7. They're not the same. So that means that it's not right. So you're going to have to give it a go, okay, and see if you can figure out the correct way to put all of the numbers. So that's a big, tricky challenge. Also, I just wanted to remind you to play Hit the Button at home. And this number bond, or doubles and halves as well, but number bond will really get you thinking of your number bonds to 10, number bonds to 20. So if you go on Google and you just type in Hit the Button, you come to this page. And it's really, really good because you should know those number bonds. So 5 and 5 is 10, 1 and 9 is 10, 3 and 7 is 10, 6 and 4 is 10. You need to know those, okay? So let's go back. So what I want you to do is do these 5 questions. If you're having a trouble, remember, write it down, okay? Draw them out, use your counters, move them around, and that should help you, okay? So remember, if you want to take a picture on Tapestry, especially if you get the challenge question, put it on Tapestry and we will have a look at it. Okay, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.